This man has to be very, very ignorant. We are creatures of habit. Unfortunately, this is a bad habit. Why would you keep robbing the store over and over again? You know they got you on video camera. You know they know what you look like. They know your body composition. What skin color you are like, dark skinned, skinny, tall. They know everything. Why would you do this? Man robbed the store for like a year. Man, it's just a matter of time for they get him. Man, why do this? This is criminal ignorancy. I don't know what to say about this, but just listen.
Coming in to pick up a few goods at his local convenience store. He's anything but regular. He opens up his blue bag and dives in. He fills his bag with chips, cakes, candy, and soda. And when he's done, he just walks out. This man has been serial thieving at the same convenience store for the better part of a year. He's there so much, they give him a nickname, Gatorade Man, for his penchant for the thirst-quenching sports drink. At least once a week, he waltzes in, grabs some snacks, then waltzes right back out. Until one day, he walks in, fills up his bags, and as he's about to walk out again, the clerks lock the doors.
That's what you get. That's what the idiot get. I mean, come on, how cocky can you be? I just don't see how men are so cocky. I just don't understand that part. How can you be this cocky? I don't understand how can you be so cocky, man. I'm just going to a store and keep stealing, and think they never going to catch you. I don't understand this. Just to keep doing it over and over again. They're gonna charge now you damaging property. I mean, come on. Look at this. This is crazy.
He's trapped. The clerk recognizes the man and presses a button that locks the door. He calls 911. But this thief is not going to wait for police to arrive. He kicks once, twice, still no luck. He pushes and pulls at the door. He takes a running jump and kicks some more. He puts the stolen drinks back and drops the bag of poached goodies on the shelf.
What that mean? You done stole so much, they got you on camera, bro. What the hell is that doing? That ain't doing anything. You done stole so much. Oh, wow. Okay, out of your 50 times, he was stealing for a year, coming in 3 times a week. Oh, my God. This guy is just...
Let me know. Let me know, man. You think I'm playing?
He grabs just one drink to help him in his quest.
Let me know.
Escape. Finally, after a solid 5 minutes of kicks and flying jumps, the plexiglass comes off and he crawls through. And he's off again. But in a surprising twist, the store's owner, Dennis Alloy, finds an unconventional solution to ending the pilfering. And here with us now is Dennis Alloy, the owner of that convenience store. Dennis, thank you so much for being here.
Hi, Gio. Thanks for having me.
The Gatorade Man was constantly targeting your store. What kind of impact did that leave on you and your staff?
Drives me crazy. It takes a toll. For my employees, I don't want them confronting him physically. It's just not worth any potential bad result. He comes at will and gets away with it at will. He would come in. Oftentimes it was a few days in a row, then I wouldn't see him for a little while, then it would be a lot. And these guys that work for me, they have some responsibility in the store, and they feel terrible when things like this happen. There needs to be some consequences on what happens. I'm not looking to throw someone in jail and ruin their lives, for what is considered petty theft. But there needs to be some consequence.
Dennis, how did you decide to put an end to this?
There was a local neighborhood guy. We were just discussing what issues I have as a businessman. And I talked about the crime and the shoplifting, and I showed a picture of Gatorade Man. And the guy there from the neighborhood's like, I know that guy. And he's like, I'm going to take care of this for you. And 2 days later, he texts me and says, I want to meet you, and I've got the guy here. So let's have a meeting.
How did that meeting go?
He probably, I'm guessing these guys' characteristics. He's so ignorant and stuck in his ways. You've been robbing somebody for so long. You're so ignorant and stuck in your ways. You probably feel like the world owes you, the government's against you, white supremacists, government's against me, it's the white man keeping me down. I can only imagine of this mindset of this man that's been robbing your store for over a year. He's probably very ignorant.
I was not happy about him at that point. He was a big problem. He was terrorizing my employees. He'd stolen from me multiple times. So I went in with kind of a angry mood, and we started talking. And again, I don't want to put people in jail for things like this and ruin them. But we talked, and he kind of explained to me, and he was sincere and apologetic. He talked about his drug problem and how he's been in rehab. And I felt like he was trying to address that. And I think he understood that this had to end. And we kind of just shook hands.
Man, I apologize. I sincerely apologize. Dennis, I apologize to Dennis. Y'all remember me? I came in here and took stuff, and I apologize.
He worked for me for a full day, probably 10 hours. He scrubbed my dispensers and cleaned up the parking lot. I saw him on the cameras as I was sitting in my office just to make sure he was doing what he had to do. And actually, I wish I had my employees could do as good a job as he did. So after the conversation, I hadn't seen him for several weeks. One night, I got a phone call from an employee saying, hey, he's back. And I'm like, no way. But since that one relapse, I have not seen him in the store since. But the bottom line, it just had to stop. And I think overall, it worked out.
See, you were lucky in America. Most criminals, most people are not like that. They would have pressed charges. You stole from this man a whole year. I mean, I know he was on drugs. His mindset was so far gone to be stealing from a man over and over again. His mind was gone. I knew it was. I knew it was just gone. His mindset was just gone. I mean, you robbing a man. Jesus, the drug problem. I mean, oh my, his mind was cooked. I'm just by him doing it for so long. I knew he was untalkable. I guess at least the man got him to clean something for him, but man, he done stole so much product from him. It's if it was another type of owner, he would have been in jail, pressed charges all over the little petty theft. It's sad, 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 sad.